Somebody went to sleep on there.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy, Rod Thomas Jr. And this is the real news behind the news. Yeah, get a little big hit. Today is Sunday, October 27, 2019. And as y'all can see, I got little big head with me. Actually, we finna go out, man, we gotta try to raise a few dollars, man,
His jersey's hot as crap.
Huh?
His jersey hot as crap.
His jersey hot? Yeah, we almost there. Yeah, we out here, man. We finna go out here and try to. Hey, don't tell you want to get some of these pecans? We finna do a little fundraiser because he needs a few more dollars, man. We got a tournament coming up and all that. But that's not what this video about. If y'all would like to help us though, raise the money that we need to get him for that tournament and for this football camp. Hey, I'm gonna even actually leave the Cash App tag in our Cash App. It ain't for me, it's for my little man. Look at him. Look at him. He ready to play, man. He loves football. But anyway, what I want to talk about in here is recently on the last video I did concerning the shooting in this area, Bossier City, of a lady in one of the local casinos by a Bossier City police officer. You gotta realize the geography. Shreveport is right here. Bossier City is right over the bridge. So you go right over the Texas Street Bridge or Interstate 20 and you're in Bossier City. But we have had 6 people now in this area between Shreveport and Bossier to be killed by the police this year. And that led me to ask the question in that last video, why are the police being trained to shoot to kill? We talked in another video a while back how we in America have to understand our police departments here in America are being trained in the same tactics that the Israeli Defense Force, the IDF, uses against the Palestinians. We're being trained in the police are being trained in the same tactics that your military is being trained in. And again, a lot of that training comes from the IDF playbook, where they teach these soldiers to basically have no remorse and no sympathy, where they can shoot kids. You know, this is what's happening in Israel. And then we're wondering why these people are training us, but we're wondering why our people here in America, black and even white, everybody in America is subjected to police brutality when it comes down to it. Now, first and foremost, I would ask everybody not to have a weapon on you if you're going to engage the police. But what happens again, the Israeli Defense Force has impunity over there, man. They are committing so many atrocities, so many war crimes. They practice their new techniques on the Palestinians. When the Israelis, you gotta realize the Israelis are one of the leading weapons makers on the planet. When they try new soft weapons, when they create new soft weapons, guess how they try them out? They try them out on the Palestinians. You see what I'm saying? Now here's a group of people, these Israelis, I call them the fake Jews because they are not the real Jews. But they're over there occupying another group of people's land illegally. You see what I'm saying? They're illegally occupying that land. And now they got the Palestinians, basically they got almost 2-3 million people in just say a 50 square mile area behind the fence. It's really nothing more than an open air prison. And guess what? Just in the last 5 years alone, they have killed over 300 people. The Israeli Police Department have. The Palestinians right now are marching for their right to return to their homeland, which was granted to them by the United Nations. I think it was when the Israelis first took over Israel in 48-49. The part of that charter and the treaty was that the United Nations said that these Palestinians are eventually going to have the right to be resettled in their homeland again. But the Israelis are doing everything they can to take more and more land. And in the process, they're using highly suppressive techniques to keep the Palestinians down. Grab those for color right there. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, again, these retired generals from the Israeli Defense Force are coming over here training our people in the same tactics that they're using over in the Middle East. Now, what's happening in the Middle East, our soldiers are going over there killing so many innocent people, because what you got to realize, if you just a basic foot soldier, you're given an order to go do something. You're not to question that order in a sense. They don't want you to question that order. They just want you to do it. Now, one reason why the soldiers here in America, the returning veterans, and the police here in America are killing themselves at the rate that they are is because these people literally are over there committing war crimes. The generals and the, you know what I'm saying, these high up ranking officials tell them to go over there and clear this village out because we think Al-Qaeda is there. But naturally, it's people there that's against the occupation of the United States or the Israelis who are actually fighting. No, people are not terrorists. But our soldiers are giving orders to go over there and kill these people. And now what happens? Come on here, girl. Shot, come on. What the hell's wrong with you? Y'all excuse me, we got the dog with her. But what happens is they're giving the orders to go and clear this village out. And all they doing is doing what they're told, but not realizing that they're over there killing innocent people. Now what happens when they get back to America, they call it PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But all that is those people now are psychologically having to deal with all the war crimes, all the murders that they done committed against these innocent people, and it's driving them crazy to depression and then to suicide. This is why it is important for us to understand what's going on internationally, as opposed to just understanding what's going on in your neighborhood, your state, and in our country. Because what happens in our neighborhood, in our state, and our country has been practiced on other groups of people overseas, y'all. That's what's really going on. This is why the police in America are killing civilians the way they are, because they are being trained to kill. They're not being trained to subdue a subject, which they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be killing you, man. They're supposed to be incapacitating you or wounding you. Now, if you got a gun and you fire at the police, that's a different story. But if you're unarmed and you're running away, why are the police shooting for the head? Why are they shooting for the chest? Or why are they shooting you in the back as long as in your upper torso? This is the way that they're being trained. And in a lot of cases, we know for a fact it's part of the training manual. A dead suspect cannot talk and help you get help in a lawsuit. So they rather see you dead than see you in court for shooting them irresponsibly. So for shooting you irresponsibly. So again, this is why we try to talk about a lot of international issues. Now, speaking of international issues, let me show you how real cold and gangster the game is. Again, I did a video earlier this week where we talked about Trump's so-called decision a couple of weeks ago to pull out of Syria. But the military-industrial complex, that's who really controls your president, told Trump, you must be out your damn mind if you think we finna let these troops pull out of Syria, because if they do, we can't make no more bombs. We can't make no airplanes to drop the bombs if there's no war for us. So Trump said he was gonna let the troops come home, but then he backpedaled, turned around and said, well, no, we're not gonna bring them home. We gotta send them over to Iraq. And Iraq is saying, we don't want y'all here. We'll give you 30 days so y'all can get y'all shit packed and leave, but y'all gotta leave our country. And then on top of that, he comes back and says that even though we're taking the soldiers out of Syria, we're gonna leave a few soldiers in Syria to guard Syria's oil for them. And not only that, we're gonna take that oil from Syria and put it in the hands of American oil companies so that they can decide what's best to do for it. And we know what they're gonna do, shit, they're gonna put that money in their pocket. It is proven fact that the United States, through ISIS, because you gotta remember, the United States created ISIS. Through ISIS, the United States government is basically over there strong-arming the people of Syria, literally robbing them of their natural resources, which is what they always do. So now they tell us here in American mainstream media, we got to protect their oil. First and foremost, you got to realize the United States does not even have a legal right to be in Syria. Congress never declared war. The United States Congress is the only entity that is supposed to be able to declare war. They have not declared war against Syria. Or if the United Nations makes a mandate that Syria needs to be protected, then you have a legal right. But as of right now, the United States has no legal right to be in Syria. So how do we have a legal right to tell the Syrian people what they can and cannot do in their own country, and at the same time take these people all from them, which they need their all to rebuild their infrastructure that we've been destroying for the last, 6-7 years? So y'all see how the game go. Y'all see why we are getting killed in the streets at the rate that we are, is because your government is allowing the military to be trained, your military and your police to be trained by a bunch of professional killers from Israel who are sadistic in their killing, who do not care about women and children dying. Do y'all know it? Now this one's for y'all Christians. Y'all sit back here, man, and say that these are God's chosen people. But would God's chosen people shoot innocent babies in the head? Would God's chosen people shoot paramedics who are rushing to the scene to save the lives of somebody who was shot by the Israeli Defense Force? No. These people are imposters. These people are fakes. These people are not the real Jews. These people are nothing more than a bunch of occupiers in a land that they should not be in, but at the same time they're practicing their suppressive and oppressive techniques on the Palestinian, and they're training American police in the same tactics. This is why you're getting shot and killed on the streets here in America. Hey, y'all like this video, hit the thumbs up, man. Subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, share our videos, because we only need 50 more subscribers, y'all, and we'll be able to go live again. And when we go live, it's gonna go down because you will be able to talk to us in real time and answer these questions. What?
And turn on your post notifications so you will know whenever we make another video.
All right, see, my son, he's trying to be the real new behind new junior. Hey, if y'all can, man, make a donation to him, man. We trying to get the money up to send him to the football camp. At the same time, at the football camp, they got a big tournament coming up. The end of the season is coming up on us. We're gonna do a little camp here. Plus, they're gonna do a little extended tournament. And he's excited to play, but daddy gotta come up with the money. That's hard being a single father. Hey, y'all be blessed. Subscribe, like, most important, share these videos, man, so we can get our numbers up. Thank y'all, man.
Turn on your post notifications.
All right, big head. Bye. Y'all be blessed.